Hi everyone. In this video, I just wanted to talk about Park Mountain restaurants, according to my notes. Right there. I think I have already recorded a video like this. But sometimes when I am in a vehicle, I see these beautiful mountains, and no one, as far as I can see, is walking on them. And I thought to myself, well, how could we get people to hike up them, and down them? And what I thought was kind of like a swap meets. Swap meets. This type of thing, or like street vendors. Without any, okay. So something like this. This is perfect. So I thought about having these people at a designated area on these hill tops as people are going up and down. So they'll sell ice cream, fruit, raspados, and all this other food that they have to sell, whatever it may be, as they go up the mountain and as they work their way down the mountain. So they will be there 24/7, kind of. Even if it's another shift. So these mountains, these hills will be fully open to the public 24/7. And I think I even thought about having some type of train track, thing that will, what is it, like a carrier, something that will transport maybe mothers and fathers and their children on the train, but at the same time, behind the scenes, it will also drop off some supplies. So the train will stop, like a stop to allow pedestrians cross. And while it does this, it will actually be unloading some of the carriages or whatever on the very back end of the train will become detached from the actual train to transport or to deliver goods to some of these vendors. Okay, as well as other train carriers or whatever. They will get attached to the actual train to dispose of the trash and stuff of that nature. And I was thinking in the back of my mind that all of this stuff will be AI technology, like self-operated. It'll be autonomous, like autonomous driving. So AI technology will already know where the packages need to go, what carriages need to, where they need to be released and all that. So as it's going up the hill, the one at the very end will be for the first one. As it continues going up, the second one will be for another vendor. As it goes up, the third one will be for another vendor. As it goes down, the fourth will be for another vendor. As it continues going down, the fifth will be for another vendor. As it going down, the sixth will be for another vendor, and so on and so forth. And if they have any trash, maybe the other cycle around, the AI technology will instantly connect these train carriages or whatever they are to the actual train, and it will eventually bring it down the mountain to dispose of the trash or whatever it needs to do, while the passengers and children, mothers and fathers, they won't even be aware of any of this. Unless they happen to look back behind them, if they're all the way at the end, like in the back end, then they will be exposed to this. But for the most part, people and children won't even be exposed to this type of stuff. And I think it'll be super fun for them as well to see this in action. So instead of sitting in the front, some of them will want to sit in the back just to see the train carriers or whatever getting detached and connected, or connected and connected, or detached and detached and detached, that type of thing. So for the modern day people who go on a hiking trip with their children, this will be something I think super fun for them, and it will be so intriguing that a lot of people will want to go. It'll be inviting, and it'll just be different. And obviously, it'll be protected with CCTV. So it'll be a children environmental friendly environments friendly place, or whatever you want to word it. So yeah, I mean, you know, I was thinking like you know, like I don't know, let's type in the smallest in and out joints. You know, so something small, not too big. You know, like this. So even In-N-Out could be right there. Maybe all the way in the top. Or whoever wants, you know, whichever competitor wants to pay the most. You know, so this is obviously all about money. And, you know, it'll be a place where people can go and enjoy themselves and have fun. And if people don't want to walk, they could go on the train. Okay? I mean, it's obvious, right? It's obvious. It's I mean, in a business perspective, it's obvious what I'm referring to. So it won't look like this. Yeah, I mean, that's way too many. That's too much stuff going on, but it could be. I mean, I'm not going to limit any of you or discriminate any of you. You know, if you guys want it to be that, then by all means. You know, because at the end of the day, people will have the view of the whole city, whatever city it may be, you know, from the hilltop. Maybe at the very top, instead of a restaurant, it could be a park with rides and or animals. Something. It'll be something that will draw people there. And that's why I wrote down Park Mountain Restaurants on my notes. Now, some of you may think, well, whatever. But I think it's a great idea. When I'm driving, or when I'm like on the passenger side of a vehicle, I see all these little miniature mountains, you know, these hills, and no one's doing anything with them. You know, and I was just thinking about all this. So yeah, I mean, imagine if all of you people out there could if you people could, you know, like take advantage and make something out of nothing. it's just, it's just there. And that's not to take away from these places, you guys could make rules. You guys could create barriers for people not to be able to go to restricted areas. So in other words, you guys could create restricted areas for the inhabitants, for for wildlife and stuff like that. And also to and also to preserve these places wherever you people plan on doing this. It'll be completely up to you people. I don't really care. I was just trying to help some of you people out and to hold on, there's a bug in my room. But to keep the world going. Okay, hold on. Still alive, bitch? Didn't I kill you already? Fucking bugs. Well, anyways. Yes, I kill bugs, okay, but I'm on private property here in California, in Riverside County, within the United States of America. And bugs are not allowed in my room. I don't know what these bugs do. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they do to human bodies. I don't know if they're a threat to us, to humans or not. Unless I look it up online, which I haven't for some of these bugs. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm killing everything on sight. Unless it's a human being. And even a human being, if a human being comes here in a threatful way, all I know to do is to dial 911, to call 911. But I'm not armed. I don't even have a kitchen knife or anything like that. But bugs are not allowed in my room. But they are in nature. And they are in preserved habitats and environments. Okay, so we have to respect that. And let me just verify. Yeah, it looks like these bugs are dead. First, I first killed I thought I killed a one of those pincher bugs with the little pinchers on the very back of it. I sprayed it like an hour ago or 2 hours ago, and then I noticed a fly over there, and I sprayed the bug. Right now I was like, I'm noticing a bug in my room or whatever. I sprayed it, and then I checked my pillows and everything, my blankets. No, my blankets. But then I noticed the fly. It landed on my curtain. So I sprayed it again, and it fell on the ground, and I started spraying it again. And then I noticed a pincher bug. So this chemical didn't really do the job for cleaning insects. And I just bought this at Ralph's. It's called the Clean Boss. And I can look it up online. Let me see. Boss with 2 S's. It's a blue bottle with whites on it. This one right here. To the left. So this is the bottle I just bought at Ralph's for like $4 and some change. It was on sale. I thought it was a great deal. Nice bottle. That's maybe why I bought it, because there was another one, a Windex sprayer, for like $2. And then I thought to myself, who the fuck wants it was a glass cleaner bottle. Like, who the fuck wants a glass cleaner bottle in their bedroom? So I thought the Clean Boss would look way better in my bedroom. So that's why I bought it. For $4 for a fucking spray bottle. I don't even give a fuck about what the fuck's in the bottle. That's the difference between you and I. My god, is there a bug on me? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Shit. Is it just my nose? What the fuck is it, man? Anyways. So I respect nature and everything. But in my bedroom, in any home that I'm living in, bugs and plants will not be allowed in my environment. if someone wants to have a garden room, like a greenhouse room, that's all on you. Don't get me involved. I love plants. I'll go and visit, but fuck all that shit. There's too many bugs and insects and diseases and active little minute microscopic bacteria and even dead little insects that it terrifies me. People are dying from cancer and other diseases. The West Nile virus, COVID, and a bunch of other shits. And I don't know where that shit derives from. I don't know where it comes from. And I did a study. Well, I didn't do a study, but I was looking online, and it says that mosquitoes are the world's deadliest animals, or whatever they are, insects or whatever. These guys right here, and these guys are everywhere. The mosquito. So imagine if one is around you, just that one could kill you or inflict you of some type of rare disease or virus that hospitals are very unaware of, and they're uneducated on some of these regards. So for me, it's like, fuck that. I would prefer to. To me, it doesn't even matter about money or fame. I would prefer to be a janitor or work at a fast food restaurant than to be out there in the world getting bit by mosquitoes. Because there's other things that kill people, like the sun, prolonged exposure to the sun, radiation poisoning, and a bunch of other shits. Plants have bacteria as well. Plants, soil that have bacteria. So there's plants. The people have house plants, and then some plants are poisonous. Plants, I don't know how I spelled that, but plants that have bacteria. So look at this. When the leaves are withering away, that's bacteria. So if you guys notice, these type of signs on your plants, if you're a believer in having house plants, because I'm not trying to discriminate on anyone, okay? But if you have house plants and you notice them getting dried up, you know, just kindly cut them off and throw them away. Dispose of them. Get rid of them. Trust me. But this stuff, it terrifies me. I mean, look at this picture. I mean, do you want that in your bedroom? Do you want this in your house? You want this affecting you and infecting you and or infecting you? Like, you guys gotta think all this shit through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing going out in public and taking a fucking hike. You know, that's why, like the Apollo 18 mission, it's a movie that I was watching, and it is on YouTube, and oh my god, it's so scary. And I don't even know if this stuff is real or not, but these American astronauts went to planet Earth's moon, as far as I'm aware of, and planet Earth only has one moon. Planet Mars has 2 moons. And other planets have more or less moons or none. I'm not sure. But I think Saturn has like 88 moons. And like there's other planets that have moons, you know. And there's other planets that have moons, and these moons are bigger than planet Earth's moon and bigger than our planets. Okay? But anyways, in this movie, these astronauts were infected with some type of spider that was able to bite through their suits, and it was crawling all inside of their suits. And they were trying to communicate this with their fellow astronauts. And one of the other astronauts from the United States of America noticed a spider crawling inside of his other fellow astronauts' helmets, and he just got freaked out, like, what the fuck did I just see? It happened so fast. And then all of a sudden, the spider was inside of the man's body, like right underneath the rib cage of the human body. So if you guys study anatomy, I forget the word. Anatomy. This word, anatomy. Or whatever. Well, anyways, so this is a picture of the human body, and the spider dug into the stomach area, on the side of the stomach area, on the side of the human body. Whether it was on the left or right, I mean, I can think about it, but I kind of forgot, and I don't want to think about it, and I don't want to be so specific, okay, in this video regarding that right now. Okay, so just bear with me. But anyways, so the other guy, there is another guy, and this other guy, he was fine. As a matter of fact, the guy that got to witness, his friend, the other astronaut with the bug inside of him, he was fine. And he called, he radioed to the command center of the Space Command Force, and they said, you know what, we're leaving you out there. They if you guys watch this video, you guys will be surprised with their response. And all they had to say was, we're going to tell your family that you died a hero and that you served your country. And they told them, we can't have you back. We can't bring you back home. Because they said, because you could be contaminated. And a lot of you may think, well, what does contaminated mean? And so this astronaut was able to get this astronaut was able to get the spaceship to start up, but and it actually was it was coming to planet Earth, but I think that the International Space Station had control over the space rocket, um, the spaceship, and they did some type of self-destruction stuff to it. So in the movie it says that it came into Earth, and as it was descending, it just burnt down. It burnt, and nothing within it was left alive. Nothing. Everything got disintegrated. And you know, you guys have to really watch the movie though, because in the movie it's like very intensive, and they even find some, I think they find a Russian spaceship where they landed, where the United States spaceship landed, and they even find a Russian astronaut. And when they approach the Russian spaceship, it was locked and abandoned, and they were able to go in there. And when they went in there, all the cables were cut, all the electronics that caused the spaceship to function, they were all torn. And as a matter of fact, that's how the United States astronauts was able to come back home, you know, or so he thought. And so these motherfuckers they're playing some sick games on all of us. You know, so it's a fucking sick movie. Sick-minded, twisted fucking movie. You know, so these people, they're just fucking with everyone. Anyway, enough of this shit. So yeah, more to the fun stuff, you know, here on Earth, mountain trails, you know, beautiful sceneries, you know, what we all love to do. Just enjoy life and forget about the bullshit. And forget about all the people that die. All the accidents, all the people dying, all the people burning to death, all the people getting ran over, all the children who are getting fucking molested and raped and killed and fucking kidnapped and raped and buried alive, and you know, people that kill their own family members. Let's just forget about all that. Just for 1 second. And let's just focus on nothingness. Let's just focus on the American dream. You know, let's focus on the California lottery tickets. So many people out there. And there's that one random person that just wins billions of dollars. You know, and billions of dollars is not a lot of money. Trust me. There's a lot of billionaires out there in the world. So a lot of people like myself who are broke and poor, who happen to win the lottery, if they ever get to that point, they think, well, I could do whatever I want. I could buy whatever I want. But trust me, they're going to be deeply what's the word? I was thinking about the word right now. Unsatisfied? No, not unsatisfied, but disappointed. They're going to become very disappointed because there's so many things in this world that are worth more than billions of dollars. As a matter of fact, some of these things in cities are worth trillions, if not more. You know, so go figure. And you know, if the IRS is over there spying on people that are making and earning $100,000 without filing taxes, just imagine what's going on with all these other people. Trust me, they got everything down. You think you're smart, but there's always something that will outsmart you. Always. So never get that twisted. Okay? Never get that fucking twisted. Never. And I don't know who these people are. You know, in this Apollo 18 mission shit, lunar landing missions. But I'm thinking, that they must have been some sick-minded individuals that the government just wanted to take out. You know, it's war. These people are all about war. All they're thinking about is murder. You know? So, anyways, I see another bug, and I gotta go kill it. You guys want to see it before I spray it? I mean, I'm not making this shit up. Look at it. Right there. Anyways, I got it. It fell down as soon as I sprayed it. I don't know if it was a dead bug corpse, but it sure looked like a bug to me. So anyways, yeah, forget this shit. There's so much other stuff out there plaguing humanity. Sexual transmitted diseases and shit like that I don't even want to be a part of. It's already 2 a.m. and I'm cold and I don't have to go to bed, so it's such a joy that I don't have to stress about going to bed, because tomorrow's Sunday and I don't have any work. Oh, today's Sunday. No, it was Saturday. Now it's Sunday. And I don't have to think about going to sleep, going to bed. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to go to bed. I'm going to play some video games after this for like as long as I want. So that's the beautiful thing about having a day off of work. You know, I value my freedom. You know, I work hard, but I value my freedom. And I will never, ever give that up. Even though I feel like I'm inside of a doghouse, you know, you guys know a doghouse. You know, but like a suited up type of doghouse. doghouse that is pimped out, you know. You know, like, I don't know, like this dog right here. You know, and I would prefer that over, you know, being in a dog pound. I forgot the O, not the zero, the O. Dog pound. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. This is me right here. A dog that's civil, that is not violent, you know, non-violent. Did I already say that? It's not an endangerment to other people or other animals. And honestly, I would prefer it that way than the dog pound. Like, hey, look at me, everybody. I'm Eminem, and I don't give a fuck. Some straight hood shit. You know, fuck all that. Fuck all that shit. You know, but I'm straight. You can have everything. Just leave me alone. You're my own little dog. Sweet. You know, this is me right here. You know, I'm happy wherever I'm at. As long as I'm by myself. As long as no one's fucking with me. I'm fucking good. Doesn't matter if I have to go work. It doesn't matter if I have to be in one of these vendor fucking lots with a canopy over my head. You know, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm fine with this. I could be at a national park selling whatever to you people. You guys want ice cream? Fruit? You want your fruit diced up? You know, just leave me alone. Just come and go, shop and go, grab and go, grab and go. Like all these advertisements we see around us. I'm lost for words right now. I'm just thinking about everything that I just said. But yeah, you know, to keep everything professional, you know, like my notes here. Park Mountain Restaurants. Just that bullet point right there. With an incomplete sentence. You know, just those small little keywords. That's all that matters to me. You know, just keeping the world going without all the negative shit. You know, like my cousin used to say, miss me with all that shit. Miss me with all that lame shit. Miss me with all that gay shit. Miss me with all that shit. Look at that shit. Everybody. That's me right there. All day long. Dodging bullets. Dodging everything. I'm too fast for all these shit. Like Sonic. You guys know Sonic, right? Yeah, you guys can hit me with some fucking copyright infringement bullshit. Oh, in his video he shared Sonic, so that's why he's getting all these views. So that's why he's getting all this attention. So that's why he's getting all these followers. So that's why this, that's why that. You people can speculate all you want, but at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about anything. I just want to be left alone. So I hope all of you can relate to that, you know. And you guys can just enjoy your freedom. Enjoy that shit, please. Without me. You do you, I do me. I do me, you do you. You understand? Comprendo? Nintendo? The whole 9 yards.